Welcome to the Do It All Dad Year podcast, dad friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids through comedy can make our kids great again. And this is episode 85, showing off at the Apollo. Hey now. Last year, I've almost been doing this podcast for a full year. Started in March. And last year, I had every intention of showing off at the Apollo, but I showed up too late. My wife had worked the night before, and I had found out that there were a million Michael Jackson impersonators that still exist, and apparently they had reached a threshold, and there was no room for the big-headed Jew. But I am determined to show off at the Apollo this year in shining style. So I am going to share with you some new jokes right now. Some are old, some are new, some have been tweaked, but this is my dream killer set at the Apollo Theater. I see two dates for March and April. I still need to confirm, but I will find a babysitter for my kids come rain or shine, because chances are my wife works nights and she's gonna be exhausted, and I want to be able to be there at the crack of dawn. So perhaps the only reason why I'm doing this lengthy preamble is because I'm thinking, hey, wouldn't it be great if one of my Do It All Dad Year fans had a very solid babysitting resume and would volunteer to be a part of this comedy making magic story in the making. So I'll come down from La La Land right now and start delivering the goods. So here we go. Showing off at the Apollo. Colin Kaepernick has a fake news fro, right? Have you ever seen a biracial afro that large before? Slash from Guns N' Roses tried, and it was a total flop. Michael Kornbluth is a mouthful, I know. Kim Kardashian can't wrap her mouth around it. But she helped usher in life-changing prison reform. So I'm just an asshole loudmouth minus rich friends in comparison. Does my white polo scream white privilege? Yes, but I don't think F. Scott Fitzgerald got his polo shirts at an outlet store in Lake George either. Caitlyn Jenner says she never hears from his daughters anymore. If I made 50 grand every time I posted a pic doing Soul Cycle at Porcupine Puss Fit, I'd be in no rush to dial up Pops either. If I caught my son playing with dolls, I wouldn't quit hosting the Oscars to downplay my ties to the gay hip hop mafia. I'd also urge my son to rap Peckerwood before making a move on Polynesian Barbie. Saying Canada is our most important ally is like saying Meek Mill was Jay-Z's number two boy at Rockefeller Records over Benny Siegel back in the day and sound just as ridiculous and meaningless. Who does Obama hate more, black people or my people, the Jews? Obama did nuke gift Iran 1.5 billion on his way out the door. And it wasn't to lessen the economy's reliance on the sales of face wax for the Kardashians. Black people really don't like LeBron James, right? LeBron's like Obama with talent. When LeBron when LeBron loses in the finals, do you think Obama tears into his secret stash of almond joys in the basement behind a box of duct tape from Costco? I'd go down on Pam Grier now over Giselle any day of the week. Giselle's still a supermodel, but she's still 80 in model years. Plus, I'll take the smell of cocoa butter on Jackie Brown over avocado oil slathered on Giselle any day of the week. Crazy white girls on CNN calling Trump the Antichrist. But in the New Testament, Jesus defeats him. So have some faith in the Jesus comeback story. CNN chicken heads. Most passive aggressive suicide note of 2018 goes to Kate Spade. Ask Dad. Ask Dad what? Whether I was the one impossible to live with? What a bag of shit, Kate. Joe Biden's getting paid $150,000 for speeches about whether he plans on challenging Trump for the presidency of the United States. Please run, Joe. These people act like Obama's Gale Sayers magic of yesteryear will rub off on the second coming of Brian Piccolo. My impersonation is my impersonation of Russell Simmons. Read my lisp. I never raped any of those vengeful, over-the-hill hoes. This is my impersonation of business merger talk between Dr. Dre and Eminem. Hey Slim, Microsoft paid 1.6 bill for LinkedIn. Word! LinkedIn is lamer than ever, yo. Georgetown University apologized for slavery. Took long enough. Now apologize to Allen Iverson for allowing him to blow off Mo Money Management 101 from durags to riches. Ban ICE because Homeland Security was so weapons of mass destruction years. I wish LeVar Ball was my sub-coach dad growing up. He'd throw me a house party at home and only invite stuck-up Jenny from the block. 2 minutes in, he barks, "The Yahoo bottle doesn't spin itself, bitch." If LeVar Ball was my substitute coach dad growing up, he'd get Rihanna to pop my cherry, so I'd feel like a bigger baller in junior high. How did you do it, Pops? I gave Rihanna future profit participation points and ball aware, son. I hear Trump banned Motley Crue from playing at his inauguration after Jared Kushner got tense, insisting Tommy Lee would come off as too alt-rightish, stressing, "My Hebrew hammer is no match, Dad." Ha! Bill de Blasio's African-American wife used to be a hardcore lesbian, but we're supposed to believe garlic breath converted her? Plus, he eats pizza with a fork and knife. So, can you really picture Big Bird burying his beak into her bean pie with such sloppy abandon? Remember when it took Hillary Hammer Time Cankles 5 times to get her MetroCard to work? By swipe 5, she mumbles to herself, "Super predators are looking. You can do it!" But she quotes Hamilton like a dumpier Chuck D, so she's all right. This is the Do It All Daddy podcast, dad-friendly entertainment for you and me, controlling our kids with comedy. Can make our kids great again, and I can't wait to kill at the Apollo. On an end note, if I ever want to get a surefire laugh around friends or family, I'll ask my daughter, I'll say, "Matilda, what happened in Rocky 4?" And she says, "Apollo dies." Still works. I'll talk to you guys soon.